Hello guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of Last of Us Part 2 gameplay. We'll be doing the state of play reaction, so sorry I didn't have time now to do this, so let's begin, shall we? Let's see what kind of gameplay they have been showing for this time. Can't wait to see what it is.
I know you wish things were different. I wish things were different. Ellie! But they ain't.
Please stop! I'm leaving tomorrow.
To do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get away with this?
How'd you find us?
You can't stop this.
I want what you want. But not at any cost. I really hope you make it.
I have to finish it.
There's a cost.
We could have killed you. Maybe you should have.
I'm Neil Druckmann, Vice President of Naughty Dog and the Director of The Last of Us Part 2. We're just a few weeks away from launch on June 19th, when the game will finally be in your hands. The wait has been long, and we're extremely grateful for your patience, especially now in the midst of these unprecedented and challenging times. We hope you're all taking care of yourselves and that you, your friends, and your loved ones are doing well. Because of these extraordinary circumstances, we can't be together in this final stretch and share the experience like we usually would. So today we're trying something different. Something we've never done before. Over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to give you an in-depth look into what awaits you in The Last of Us Part 2, including new details about the gameplay experience and story. And to cap it all off, we'll be showing a never-before-seen, lengthy gameplay sequence. You'll definitely want to stick around for that.
I don't know what happened. I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away. They were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her.
The Last of Us Part 2 picks up Ellie and Joel's story several years after the events of the first game. Ellie and Joel have settled in Jackson, Wyoming, amongst a thriving community of survivors. With the threats of the world kept outside the town's walls, Jackson has been able to find relative peace and even stability. Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships within the community.
Scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate our kiss from last night?
However, this peace is short-lived. Jackson and Ellie suffer a violent and traumatizing event. Ellie sets off back into the treacherous outside world in search of retribution and justice. Her journey will take her to new parts of the country previously unexplored in The Last of Us.
Very interesting.
The story spans multiple seasons and climates, from the snow-capped mountains of Jackson to the lush Pacific Northwest. Each introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore, rendered in meticulous detail and unprecedented scale with the latest iteration of the Naughty Dog engine. Our goal was to make these environments not only beautiful, but feel as grounded and authentic to the cities they're based on as possible. Much of the story unfolds in what remains of Seattle, a massive former quarantine zone. Its locales are incredibly diverse, spanning a dense city center with a skyline of towering high-rises to the beautiful suburbs and stormy waterfronts that surround it. The city exhibits drastic shifts in architecture, elevation, and weather. And with Part 2, we've introduced new traversal mechanics that afford greater exploration and ways to navigate threats. Ellie is not only able to climb and jump over gaps, but she can use ropes to scale vertical terrain or swing over obstacles, allowing you to discover new areas, resources, and side narratives. These more open environments also create new strategic considerations in combat, whether it's to get the jump on enemies or bypass them entirely. The Last of Us Part 2 features some of the largest environments we've ever created. Horseback riding will allow Ellie to quickly cover some of these expansive terrains. Some streets are so flooded that a boat is required to navigate them. However, the world of The Last of Us is as lush and inviting as it is deadly. As Ellie uncovers the path to finding those who have wronged her, she must face the many threats of this unknown city. In the wake of the pandemic and the fall of the quarantine zone, Seattle has become a war zone, where two warring factions find themselves in an ongoing conflict for territory and resources. One of these groups is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF. The WLF are a militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle and eventually wrestled control of the city from them. They are highly trained, organized, and well-equipped with weapons they stole from the army. They occupy much of the city, imprisoning or killing trespassers on sight.
Hey, we got another trespasser, a girl. Did you see her?
On the other side of this bloody conflict is a group of religious zealots called the Seraphites, or Scars, defined by the self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces. Like the WLF, they're deeply tribalistic and territorial. They're known for being stealthy, using overgrowth as cover, and they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Clip her wings.
But beyond this conflict among survivors, the threat that originally brought the world to its knees is very much present. Every human is in danger of falling victim to the infected. There are the recently infected runners, who are more numerous and aggressive in this game. The blind but extremely deadly clickers, and the stalkers, who sneak and hide until they're ready to attack, surprising their victims with extreme agility and brutal violence. The Last of Us Part 2 introduces new stages of infected, such as the Shamblers. Large, heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustule. Upon getting close to you, they expel a corrosive spore cloud that burns its victims.
Wow, it's crazy.
But our most terrifying and lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves. Overcoming these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment, and the environment to your advantage.
Let's get in there.
The WLF patrol the streets of Seattle with guard dogs, which are capable of detecting and following you, even while in cover.
You think this guy's connected to the
They can pick up your scent and alert their handlers to your presence. Listen mode will reveel your scent trail, so keep moving and cause distractions to avoid detection.
They could be hiding anywhere.
25 years after the pandemic began, the world is completely overgrown. Use tall grass to hide from enemies and go prone to stay out of sight. However, this form of analog stealth means you're never fully hidden. If enemies get close enough, they can discover you, even in grass. When Ellie is overwhelmed, running away is a viable option. You can also break glass or crawl through tight spaces to find new paths or areas to evade or take on your enemies. In any given combat situation, you can flee an encounter and re-establish stealth to regain the advantage. If you absolutely have to fight your way out, there are a variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her enemies. She can sprint and quickly dodge incoming attacks. Learning how opponents attack with different weapons and mastering the timing of your dodges will prevent you from taking damage and create opportunities to counterattack. You can use throwable items or well-placed shots to stun enemies before dealing a killing blow. Or using them as a shield to protect yourself or buy some time to figure out your next move. Ellie isn't always alone on her journey. Allies will take part in helping you navigate the environments, spot enemies, and meaningfully help you in combat encounters.
Back off! Got you now!
Between the human survivors and the roaming infected, there will be times where multiple threats are present, creating new strategic considerations and opportunities. You can choose whether to attack these opponents separately and directly, or find ways to pit them against each other. Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage with whomever's left.
That's pretty cool.
Our goal is to create unparalleled tension, coupled with deep systems that give you greater control and influence over your journey. As you play, you'll be able to invest in a broad collection of crafting items, weapon, and player upgrades, through training manuals scattered throughout the environment and scavenging for ingredients. These skills and upgrade manuals cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience. We also wanted to extend that agency and personalization to your weapons through our new workbench system. Scavenge for parts to modify and improve your weapon's performance and attributes, all of which are visualized and become part of your character.
At least they got a scoping mechanic in this. Very cool, very cool.
Survival will also require using the parts and ingredients that you'll find in the environment, which can be crafted into a wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors, and more.
Very, very cool. Boom.
All of these gameplay systems are meant to immerse you in the world and make you feel in lockstep with Ellie's emotional journey. As we've said before, this is Naughty Dog's largest, most ambitious game. It may seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play The Last of Us Part 2. We can't wait for you to experience it all for yourself on June 19th. Until then, here's an extended sequence of never-before-seen gameplay. Enjoy.
Did you find her yet?
Shit.
April, no one was looking. We're searching the area, just in case she's still around.
Isaac's not happy about it.
No shit.
Escape. What the fuck are they talking about?
At least she can swim now. You know? At least she can swim now.
Don't make a fucking sound. Hands up.
Easy.
Do you know a girl named Nora?
Sure, yeah.
Where is she?
In the hospital.
Where in the hospital?
Yeah, they're clearing out the upper floors. She's somewhere in there.
Dick move, girl. What the hell?
Stop.
Why would you kill Ellie? She's trying to let you live, man. Very stupid. She's stupid. Who died on the floor? Very, very stupid. Nice job, Ellie.
Boat's away. Word is we're almost wrapped up.
Good. I got my girl waiting for him for Bob.
You shit me? They put you with Joe again?
Hey, we get the job done.
I bet you do. Oh, this is not fair.
I'm telling you, man. Data soldier. It makes these shifts so much easier.
Sure. I'll keep that in mind.
Pistol suppressors are gonna be very, very useful for the game. Very, very useful for me, actually.
Hope that's our guys executing.
I can probably stealth through this easier way, probably.
Did you hear why we're all getting called up to the fob?
I heard that Isaac wants us to retake all of downtown.
I heard we might take the fight to them.
This game is gonna be very ambitious. Very
Not after
ambitious.
what went down last time. Even Isaac isn't that crazy.
Can't wait. Couple of weeks to go, guys.
That's
Couple
what I
more
heard.
weeks to go. If the game releases. I hope you guys are hyped as I am. Cannot wait. It's gonna be epically cool. Ew. Blood attack. Ooh, in the head.
Sticky tape from that way!
Fan out. Check the whole coast up. Someone's out there.
Poor dog yelping. The graphics look so phenomenal. The bow seems much more stronger now. Much more stronger than before the first game. The bow of the first game seemed kind of much more weaker, but this one has more strength to it, and also it has different
Just like that.
bow upgrades you can do. Different bows, fire arrows and stuff like that. So pretty cool.
I'll go check it out. I got you covered. Holy shit! Shit! Look out! Move! Over here! Drop her now, crook! Asshole! I found her!
Ooh, I got hurt.
Damn it! Find another way off!
That you, Nora?
Dun, 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 dun. Sandreas.
Maybe if you posted more guards, Abby would still be herself. The fuck was Abby here?
I'm not stupid. You're gonna tell us where she went.
When Isaac talks to us about this...
I'm getting tired of this.
Nora. Nora! I'm not going down for her, man.
Don't scream.
Who is she?
Put that shit down.
Oh, she can know who she is. You gotta wait and see the sequel.
You remember me? Yeah. You remember me.
I hope it's not. Okay, got that one done. Okay guys, what I got to say about the gameplay was very impressive. Very top notch, very impressive, I like the fact that you can customize, you can actually get suppressors that's going to be very useful for a lot of people for stealth sections in the game, and the bow is much more stronger than before. I mean, you can actually get a bow fire as well. I'm not sure what kind of other elements you can use for the bow. I'm not sure it's just fire. The AI looks much smarter. So if you kill a person, someone they know, they can they say their name. It's actually very interesting. Minor details in this game makes a good quality gameplay and good interesting stuff. So the person that we saw in the end for this, we don't even know who the person is just yet. So let's go back and find that person. Okay, hold on. I just need to pull it. here. So we don't even know who this person is yet. I think we know the name, but I'm not sure. It looks just like Riley. Maybe she disguised herself with a different name. We don't know. It might be Riley. She might not even did die. She might have survived in the first game, but probably escaped. We don't even know. This might be Riley. We don't even know yet. But you'll find in the sequel if this is Riley or not. I am 50% chance this is Riley or someone else. Yes, I'm not fully sure. But yes, the gameplay is still amazing. It's just it's really good. Let me get back to this one here. So yeah, and another thing I'll let you guys know is I actually did pre-order The Last of Us Part 2, the Collector's Edition. I'll be definitely doing an unboxing video of that. I'll put that on the screen when I edit the video. I did get the Collector's Edition for this. I'm gonna open it up, show it to you guys what's the goodies are in there, a lot of good, awesome stuff. But I did also get something else from a friend. It's another edition, but it's not the collector's edition or the LE edition. It's not the standard edition. So there's one more edition, but I'm not gonna tell you what that is. My friend needs to figure that out on his own. This is a surprise for him. I'm gonna get him as a gift, so he already has the first game, so I just want him to get the second game. So that's just a surprise for him. So I hope he does not watch the video to find out what it is. So, so mostly yeah, for that. Just give me 1 second here. I am definitely gonna give the rating for this thing. The first game is always a masterpiece. The first game is always a masterpiece. It's a very well done, crafted game. But do you think this game definitely will? Sorry about that. Hold up in the original. Original is always a masterpiece. But will this also uphold these first game? Because the second game we don't know much about it. Well, we do know a lot about it. We don't know the full story. Do you think that this will definitely be a masterpiece as the first game will be, or will they be both masterpieces? We're just gonna find out and see for ourselves when the game releases on 2020 and 2020 and the 19th of this coming month of June. So we're actually close to the release date of the game, but usually this game is supposed to have been coming out today. Usually the game is supposed to have been coming out released today. The initial release date is supposed to have been today. It's supposed to have been coming out. So we should have been played by already, but due to the lot of craziness that's going outside right now, crazy stuff, we did not get the game what we intended for this time around. So we're almost there. A couple more weeks. So we can still wait. Play the first game, enjoy it. Play the Left Behind, enjoy it. Then you can go towards The Last of Us. But people who got the early copies of the game, do not spoil it for us. But when the embargo lifts, just give us a good review about the game. See if it's a cup of tea. Give it to us to tell us if it's a good game and if it's worthwhile getting. I know for a fact that this game will do well and sell well. The people who think that the game is bad because due to the what happened earlier, I'm not gonna say it, but what happened when some things got posted on the internet, and I believe that that's pretty stupid. Things could change in the game because usually the Naughty Dog, when they find out what happened, they might have changed something. Maybe it was an early build. People don't understand that, canceling pre-orders is not gonna do it justice. It's not gonna do anything. So it's just pretty stupid. But I got lucky to get a collector's edition. Maybe it's because of that people cancel the pre-orders, I guess. But like I said before, it's not correct for people to say bad stuff to the game, even though it's not even out yet. It's not even released. People need to calm down, relax. It's just a game, folks. It's just a game. It's not like the world's gonna end. Yes, the story is depending on. Let me tell you one thing. Whatever happened, it's not that makes the gameplay. No, it does not. The gameplay is what it mostly is the story, the characters, and what else is everything in there that makes the story, not whatever that people shown or posted on the internet. None of that stuff is what makes the story awesome. Whatever it shows in the game is whatever is in the game that makes the story, and most of the people need to understand that Ellie and Joel is the favorite of characters in the Last of Us franchise. We already know, but there's actually other two characters we gotta see. The first game looks like Tommy, I think. I think we probably see him, and what's the other guy? Oh, what is him? The guy who helped Joel in the first game. I can't remember his name. He was fat. He had a has a beard and his mustache. Yeah, I hope we can see him in the sequel. I wish we do. But yeah, I forgot his name. But if you guys can let me know in the comments below, if you remember his name, let me know. Sometimes I do forget his name. I think it's yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, but still, I hope he's in the sequel. I mean, he didn't die for a fact. Only people mostly have died is Sam, Riley, and Tess. Those are the three characters actually that die in the game. Sam's brother. So yeah, mostly those are the characters mostly died in the game itself. The most good characters that we actually like has died. So you don't know about the other guy if he have survived or might have escaped. He might have escaped. So we just gotta see what happens. For the rating for the gameplay, I'm gonna give itself it's definitely a 10. Definitely a 10 itself. This trailer is super amazing. And I also will put the collector's edition on screen, what I will be getting and how does it look like, what is gonna be in there. So guys, thanks for watching, and you guys stay safe, peace out, and I'll be definitely doing another video of Last of Us Part 2 when the game releases. I'll do more about The Last of Us 2. I'll do a streaming of full. I heard it's a big game. I heard it's a 36 minutes, 36 hours, 36 hours, 36 minutes. I don't know, between that range of a game. I heard it's pretty big. It's a monster of a game. So I heard it's very large and it's larger than the first game. Somewhere it has a deep story. So much darker, I guess. So yes, it'll probably be longer than, I mean, it's Red Dead Redemption 2 was actually like 40 minutes long. This is actually 36 minutes, 36 minutes, 36 hours, whatever you call it, I guess. Yeah, I think it's like, yeah, 36 hours long of a game. I would have minutes. Yeah, it doesn't seem right. Yeah, it's actually 36 hours long for a video game. The other one is Red Dead Redemption 2 was 40 minutes. 40 hours. I gotta say minutes. I gotta stop saying minutes. 40 hours long, sorry. So yeah, comparing to those, I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is much longer, but still 36 hours longer than the original. Okay, but the original is always still amazing. Give me that. But we just gotta see if the second one definitely will be compared to the first one. See if it can be a gem as well. I think it definitely can be a gem. It just needs to prove it and show it to us. And I think it can because, I mean, the launch is coming out. Naughty Dog has been putting out a lot of good videos. So, to people to rush away on the stuff people have seen to get people hyped again. And that's actually a good thing Naughty Dog has been doing that, so it helps the people, give them a little more hype to the game itself. It's good they're actually doing that, so it helps people out, you know. To me, I do not watch the spoilers, and I don't want to, because I want to go into play the game fresh without even watch the spoilers. No, I don't want to. It just seems pointless. Who would, in the right mind, would see a spoiler, even though it might be spoiled for you? That's pretty stupid. No one should do that. If people like, if the video about something about Last of Us gets spoiled, don't watch it. It's just stupid. If you want to get spoiled to a game, go crazy, get spoiled. There was one time I did get spoiled once, but it was Spider-Man. But I didn't care. It didn't bother me. I already know what's gonna happen anyway. But the game was still amazing, no doubt. So whatever. That's different. But this is Last of Us, so I don't want to get spoiled to this one because it's a big game. So mostly I did. Well, I kind of did see it, but you know, I forgot about it a couple of days ago. Anyway, I kind of forgot about it. So then I actually. Okay, that makes sense. So sometime when I see it again, it reminds me. Okay, I did see this. Okay. So yeah. Other than that, this trailer gameplay, we call it, definitely gets a 10 out of 10. Yeah, 10 out of 10. I'm also gonna put the collector's edition on top and show you what I'm gonna show you. I said that before, but I'm gonna put it there so I'll show it to you guys. So yeah, that's like my own opinion about the trailer itself. It's a lot into it. It's really good stuff. At least Ellie could swim. That's a good thing. She could swim now. Before she couldn't. She always asks for Joel for help to go and to keep board itself. So those repetitive, but you know, whatever. It just gives more gameplay to stuff. So that did not bother me. That's still fine. But yeah, other than that, it was impressive gameplay. Really enjoyed it. So guys, just stay safe. I'll do more of this next time. More Last of Us. But I'll be doing the Left Behind today or tomorrow, so just stay tuned for that. I'll just do a broadcast of the full game. You guys definitely want to enjoy that as well. So have a great night, guys. Stay safe. And peace out, guys. Have a good one. Later.